Hello, your next door neighbor speaking, and here we have a cloth laid out. So you've probably seen from the title of the video, we'll be making a cosplay cloak. Now, it's not going to be anything too complicated because I can't really make that complicated sewing stuff. And actually, it's only going to be involving putting a button on. That's the only sewing you're going to do. It's mostly going to be cutting. This simple DIY is for people that maybe are not avid sewers, and well, it's for cosplay. And also, this is going to be like a wizard's cloak. So it's going to go around your neck. Your arms aren't going to go through it. Well, it's not going to be like a wizard's cloak, I guess. Then it's going to be more like a cape, like Doctor Strange's cape. So I have tried making a wizard's cloak before, but I did not measure it correctly, and it ended up being too small. This one is a little bit more complicated. The one we're going to be doing today, it was actually never finished. These are the armholes. It goes on like this. It's more of a vest than a cloak. The sleeves are supposed to go on, but it's way too tiny. So I'm probably gonna give this to a tinier person, a person of smaller proportions. So I will be I'll be doing 2 projects in June. I'll be doing this cloak right here, and then I'll be making a teddy bear out of the excess material because I'm gonna be a big brother, and so I wanted to make something for my new sibling. So yeah. So okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna take this cloth and we're going to cut it down smaller. So this is way too wide for what we need. So I'm gonna cut it down about right here and just all the way the length down. I'm just gonna use a regular pair of scissors for this. If you have fabric scissors, it's great, you can use that. And also, if you notice, at the end here, I have it kind of jaggedly cut. I did that before I started the video. That's to give it a more rough look. This is supposed to be the bottom of the cloak. That's because it's going to be like a really well-worn cloak. And it's just going to be dragging along the ground. It's going to be, it's going to give off the effect of it being well-worn. So you cut it. I did give it a taper so that it's a little bit wider on the bottom than it is at the top. That is it to give it a more cloaky effect. Now, this isn't going to reach all the way to the floor. I believe 5'5", so and let me get my tape measure. Okay, and this is at max length, about 56. It's about 56 inches. Wait, why did I measure that in inches and not in feet? So 56 inches. Is 4'8". So I'm 5'5", so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 8, 9, 11, 12. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's going to be 11 inches shorter than my height, and it's not going to reach all the way to the floor. Now, I want to emphasize the fact that since it's gonna be shorter, it's gonna, and it has this jagged cut right here, it's gonna seem like it was longer before and maybe closer to my height, and it'll just like give it a better sense of it being well worn and rugged, kind of. And so this is actually mostly the cloak done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, we're gonna do it like this. This will be right here. This will be the place where your head goes. We're just going to sew a button right here at the corners. I'm gonna round off the corners too, so that it looks a little bit better. And I'm not gonna hem this. Like I said, this is going to be a really simple cosplay cloak. So it's not, you're not gonna need to do any hemming or anything. So now all I need to do is I need to find a button. Here you go, a button about this big will be fine. I don't know how big it is. Tape measure. It's like, it is it's about 1/2 inch wide. So obviously it's not that big. It might be better to get a button that looks like this. It's a little bit bigger, and it looks kind of more like it would go on a cloak. But for this simple one, we're only going to do this. Now, if you want to go the whole 9 yards with this cloak, you can totally hem the sides. You can do some like fancy frills at the end. You can make like multiple layers so that the inside is a different color than the outside. Kind of like what I did with this. This was supposed to be a Ravenclaw themed cloak, so it has a really thick black outside, and it has a nice bright blue inside. And it sometimes make the cloaks look a little bit better. But for this cloak, it's just going to be a simple cloak. And so I have some white thread right here, and I have my pin cushion. So I'm gonna get this, and I'll get that side and I'll sew it. Okay, real quick, I am going to say a disclaimer. Do not leave your needles on the floor. If you drop them, get a magnet or something to find it, because needles are very sharp and they can pierce very, very well. I had my uncle, he once stepped on a needle while walking in my grandma's sewing shop and stabbed his foot, and he said it really hurt. So you want to get a pretty good length of thread, because you are going to be tying it down quite tightly. Yeah, so I don't know how much exactly you'll need, but if you have a spool, it'll be fine. Ooh. I was about to tie it without putting the needle on. I'll be back once I have that ready. And there we go, I have that already. I get the button.
I can't find it.
Ian,
Yes?
I'm making a video.
I don't care.
Don't. You're not wearing a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Oh, okay. So that was awkward. Let's never speak of that again. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So you're just gonna start in one side of the button. You can't see it at all. I should probably get a lot closer. Okay, so you're gonna start in one side of the button. Come up out of another side. There you go, through another hole. And then you're gonna go down another hole. Then just go up and down in random holes. Ooh, okay. Till you have all the way sewed down. So we'll be back once it's sewed down. When you have it sewed down, you want to cut off any of the excess thread that's on there. But be careful not to cut off any of the parts that are holding it down. There we go. And now, you have that button on that side of the cloak. Now, on the straight side right here, opposite end of that side, of the jagged side, and so I measured the button earlier, and we want to make a hole a half an inch in length right here. So you can do that real easy. I'm just doing that, and there you go. Got yourself a little cloak. And then take it and nope. Well, thank you all for watching the video and watching me make a cloak. It is kind of big. So you will have to do some adjusting, like just shifting it around and pulling it over your shoulders a little bit better, and it'll be fine. Well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week to make a teddy bear. Okay, bye.